Hey guys, I'm Marcus Lavake with Haggerty's Music, and today is so exciting. I get to be here with Andy Powers, master builder, CEO, president, and janitor.
Occasionally, yeah. Shop sweeper, all of it. So what do we want to talk about? What you got on your mind? Yeah, I don't look at it.
Oh.
Nah. Yeah, we're coming up on Taylor's 50th anniversary, which is kind of a shocking thing. When you start looking back and you see that time indeed has gone by.
Yeah.
Go, wow, all those days that turned into weeks, that turned into months and years and decades, we're still doing this. We're still making guitars. We're still strumming chords, still trying to keep the thing in tune, it's great, I love it.
So you went from, the new kid on the block, groundbreaking 814 CE. Then you're like, shoot, well, if I double my efforts, I might get a guitar that's 5% better. So I think I'm just going to redo the whole V class. And they're like, Andy, you're such a great builder. You know what you should do? You should be the CEO. So how's that been?
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's not many free moments in the day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. No, I mean, it's in a lot of ways, I see it all as part of guitar making. You know, coming from my background where, you do all the tasks. It's always been part of guitar making to go, well, if you want to build guitars, you have to be able to put them in the hands of musicians, which means you got to figure out all the other stuff. You got to figure out how to get materials. Where's the stuff coming from? You got to figure out how to keep the lights on. You got to pay the bills. You got to do all the things that come. It starts to look like a business.
So very exciting event coming up.
Yeah. Yes, we have our 50th anniversary upon us. The time is arriving.
Which is like, what a time to usher in this era, right? Very recently. Newly president, CEO, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's only been a couple of years or whatever.
And then still passionately building. And
I love the guitar.
For this 50th, I really like this guitar.
That one's really special. That's an 814 Builders Edition that we've dressed up as an anniversary model, because I wanted to use a redwood top on it. So it's redwood with East Indian rosewood. It's a great wood pairing. I mean, really in the upper echelon of guitars, there are no standard models. Really.
Sure.
It's like, well, these are special, and they're all very special. And by the time you're in that rare air territory, it's not a guitar for everyone, but man, they're fun to play. They are really fun to play.
Yeah, very responsive.
Yeah, it's like such a rich kind of a flavor.
Yeah.
It's like a sound that you savor. You don't rush through it. It's kind of like sitting down to a long dinner and you kind of savor every bite and you go, ooh, that's nice. I like that. I probably can't do that every day, but when I get to do it, ooh, man, that is good. I like that experience.
Yeah, how many maybe unique, special upper echelon guitars do you plan on launching for the 50th?
Well, there's a couple of things that we've been cooking up, and so there's this guitar is one example. It's our Builders Edition 814 as a anniversary, but we wanted to be able to celebrate that and share it with players of all kinds of different means. So you'll see guitars in our Tecate lineup, our Tecate built lineup. So everything from GS Minis and 200 series guitars all the way up to the very high end of our rare air, looking at special presentation series guitars, and at every point in between. It's a big milestone for us, and we want to be able to share it and celebrate it with all our players.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question that I've asked you before.
Okay.
I'm going to expect a different answer. So,
what's my favorite guitar? The one I'm holding.
How did you know? That is not. So I'll preface the question.
Fair enough.
I didn't even know I was going to ask you that.
Everybody asks. Everybody wants to ask.
So in light of 50 years of building,
yes.
In light of C class, V class, all these shapes, I mean, I know from my own arsenal, there's a guitar that I always think about and I always go back to?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question. I have a couple of archtop guitars that I built a long time ago that I absolutely love playing. And so I've played lots of gigs on those guitars. I've played a lot of bedtime songs for our kids on those guitars. I've played a lot of jams with friends, a lot of sessions, a lot of recordings. I love playing those guitars.
That's awesome.
So those tend to be the ones I come back to.
I would say 50 years of this company that is constantly evolving for the better of guitar.
Right.
And now we look at all these shapes. It's almost hard as a retailer. You're like, you know,
Which one?
to walk somebody through, oh, come in for a personal fitting. I'm like, well, now it's like, well, do you have 2 hours? Oh no, we're just going to talk about shapes first. We'll need to.
Yeah.
Right? But so you kind of have to say like, well, what are you playing? What kind of style?
Yeah.
But it's so exciting, and I'm very thankful to be able to be here and even maybe celebrate this milestone and this.
Well, thanks. Thanks for coming out to visit us. It's a real treat.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Appreciate it.